Hello viewers, today I am going to teach you about the past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is used to show that something happened before another action in the past. It means some action which was took place before another action in the past. It can also be used to show that something happened before a specific time in the past. It means the second use of past perfect tense is for to show that something happened before some specific or particular time in the past. How to use the past perfect tense? To form the past perfect tense, you use the past tense of the verb have, which is had, and add it to the past participle of the main verb. For example, here subject plus structure is subject plus had plus past participle form of verb, which is also called passive participle form of verb or the third form of verb plus object. This is shown here. Some examples of past perfect tense can be seen in the following sentences. Had met. Here the had is a past form of have and met is the third form of a past participle form or passive participle form of verb which is met, and the first form of verb is meet here. She had met him before the party. In this sentence you can see easily about the two things, that before the party the previous activity which was done by her, which is that she had met him. Second example, had left. The bus had left by the time he got to the station. In the second example is that the first previous activity in the past, which is the bus, which moved by the time before he arrived or reached or get to the station. So the first previous or older activity in this tense is the bus had left. This is a past perfect tense. And the second sentence show you the past simple tense, that he got to the station. So the past perfect tense is mostly combination of two activities in which the older activity is called past perfect tense. Third example, had written. She had written the email before he apologized. In this one, you can also understand the older activity or the previous activity in the past is that she had written the email. Fourth example, had wanted. Kate had wanted to see the movie before she did not have money for the ticket. Same is there, that Kate had wanted. This is the first older activity, or you can say the most older activity is that she had wanted to see the movie. But the second older activity is what? She did not have money for the ticket. So this is the old activity, that she did not have a money, but older activity, or you can say the more older activity is that he wanted to see the movie. Using a past perfect tense here, there are several situations where the past perfect tense can be used. It is according to the following ways: to show that an action happened before something else in the past. As I told you that there are two activities in the past. For example, if you entered in a room and after that you open your bag. There are two sentences in the past tense. If I combine these activities, so what happened? One become the past simple and second sentence become the past perfect tense. In this way, you can check that the most older activity or the first action which were performed in the past is past perfect. That you entered in the room is a first older activity, it's called past perfect tense, and the second that you open your bag is about the past simple tense. Now you can check the examples. They lost many of the games because they had not practiced enough. In this sentence, you can check here the most older activity is that they had not practiced enough. If they practice, what will happen? They did not lose any game. But in this case, the first activity is that he had not practiced. They had not practiced enough. That's why they lost many games. Anthony had met Ryan before you introduce him to us at the party. So the first older activity is Anthony had met Ryan. After that, you introduce him to us at the party. You had studied Italian before you moved to Rome. In this, the older activity is had studied, or first older activity is had studied, then you move to Rome. To show that action happened before a specific time in the past. This is also the use of past perfect tense. She had established her company before 2008. In this also the most older activity. So in this way we are comparing the past activity before a time period which is specific. It means before 2008, the first thing is that she had established her organization. Second one, she had never played football until last week. This is also the same thing, that what she never did in the past. It's a previous past activity comparing with the time period here, specific time, that until last week, before that he had never played football. They had gotten engaged before last year. This is also the same thing. I had fallen asleep before 8 o'clock. Keep in mind that past perfect tense makes it clear that one thing happened before another in the past. As I have told you that one thing happened before another in the past, it means there are two activities and both are in the past, and the most older activity in the past is called past perfect tense and the second older activity is called the past simple tense. The order of events does not matter, since the tense make it clear which event happened first. It means which event happened first is shown by the past perfect tense, that which is the most or the first performing activity in the past. The teacher asked, it also includes in the reported speech. Reported speech means the speech which is indirect speech, or the words which were spoken by other person and recalled, or you define again by your own words. It means reported speech is it's not the actual word spoken by any person. It is also called indirect speech. Examples of this use of this include are: number 1, the teacher asked if we had studied for the exam. In this also you can understand the we had studied for the exam. It is used in the reported speech for the past perfect tense. The John asked if we had purchased our tickets. So in these all activities or sentences, you can understand that the most older thing is that we had studied for the exam, asked by the teacher. This is using in the reported speech or for the indirect speech. Past perfect tense can also be used to show dissatisfaction with the past. It means unpleasure, or you can say that you are not happy with these. Examples are: they wished they had purchased the winning ticket. It means they wish they had purchased the winning ticket. Their wish is to purchase the ticket, but they had not purchased it. He wished he had told the truth. She wished she had seen her friend. The boy wished he had asked another question. Past perfect tense can also be used with the word just. And just, the meaning of just is for the short time but in the past. She had just left the room when her brother arrived. This is example number 1. It means she left the room, first activity, and then what happened? Her brother arrived. If we combine it, both sentences, so we have to write like this. In the past perfect, it's the first activity, which is she had just left the room. When her brother arrived is a past simple tense. She had just put the dog on the leash when she got there. Same is there. The older activity is she had just put the dog on the leash. The bus had just left. This is also the older activity. And then what happened? They got to the stop. She had just gone. He had just gone outside when it started to rain. This is also the first previous activity, had just gone outside. Then what happened? Rain started. Examples of past perfect tense also here. More examples which are underlined. I had never seen such a beautiful sunset before I went to the island. So these all activities or sentences show you the two activities in the same sentence, or you can say two tenses in a same sentence, which show the different steps. The more or first older step in the past is past perfect, that I had never seen. And then the past symbol is I went to the island. They were not able to stay over a night at a hotel since they had not reserved a room in advance. It means the older activity is that they had not reserved a room in advance. Now you can understand the other things. She had never been, had left, had lost, had been, had seen, had stayed, had lived, had chased, had just called. These all are showing you the two tenses in a one sentence, two activities of them, and which are what the most older or you can say the first older activity in the past is called the past perfect. Importance of past perfect tense. Importance of past perfect tense is that it shows the older actions or one past action followed by another. The past perfect tense explained you about the past related to the timings or other past event, and is often used for reporting on things that happened or were said. It is easy to form by adding had along with the past participle of any verb. This is all.